So we've just looked at how to create a new book with one-click book creation, but what if you've already got an existing book that you're working on? How can you import that into OneCBC? Well, let me just show you now. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close this document down. I'll just quickly save it, and then what I need to do is I just need to run OneCBC Pro again just to set up my book. Now I'm going to load my book details, something like how to publish your book on CreateSpace and Kindle, and I just set up my book ready. So I click on physical properties and I select my book size, and this one's going to be 8 by 10. It's around about 200 pages again, and again the margins I keep as is. And I'll have all my information that I need, but I don't need any sample chapters because I'm going to be importing my existing book. And then all I need to do is click on Create Book, and there's my book created like so. I come to chapter 1, and in Word we use what are called styles. They're very, very important, and this is something that you'll learn the more you delve into one-click book creation. Okay. Now, as you can see here, this is called first para text, as you can see in the styles written here. But for importing, I want to use body style. That's quite important because it saves me a lot of time formatting. And then I want to get rid of the explanatory text there. With the styles, if you're not used to styles, we have all the styles that you'll ever need on the main styles ribbon here. As you can see from the left, headings, and we have this update table of contents button, then we have the body text styles, character styles, and so on and so forth, all the way across the page, okay? But what we're concerned about now is, or what we're going to look at now, is we're going to look at converting an existing book. So if I go to my desktop, I can see I've got a 01 convert existing folder here and a document called convert 1. If I open up that document, it's a relatively straightforward layout, and it's got a heading 1, it's got some text. As you can see, there's some bold text here. There's some italicized text in here. I know there is. It's just finding it. There's things like here, an expert on animal care is in italics, so is this one, is bold, and so on and so forth. So what I now need to do is I just need to copy my existing document, and this is what you'll do with any of the work that you've got. This just does a basic formatting for me. And then I'm going to copy that, and what I now need to do is I need to go to the OneCBC Pro folder, and in there's a little docs folder called, in there there's a folder called docs, and here's a document called Step 1 Paste and Format. And it gives you the instructions here of what you've got to do, okay? And because I'm going to import or paste in my own document information, then I'm just going to delete those instructions. And what I do is I right click and then I'm going to paste in as formatted text. So it looks pretty much like the original. If you're not using the styles in Word, what you now need to do is go through, and if this was a heading 2, you'd click on heading 2. But I want this to be a heading 1. Because this conversion looks at the styles that we're using, and it's kind of important. And similarly, like with your bold text and things like that, we just need to make sure that they're tagged appropriately. And as you can see, there's my information in there, okay? My bold and my italics. In this particular document, the emphasis style is red, but the bold is just using a different kind of formatting. That's one of the things with Word. And then all we do is up here on the ribbon, on the toolbar, we click on Step 1 and Convert, and click on that, and it says a 4 simple step process, but Step 1 we've already done, okay? So then we've got 2, 3, and 4. All I need to do now is click on OK. And what this has done is it's copied all my entire book into Notepad. This strips all the formatting out, okay? This is kind of important in Word. So then all I need to do is copy that, close this down. I don't need to save it because I don't need it anymore. And then I place my cursor where I want to insert my text. Then I click on Your Book. And then over here on the left, we have Step 2, Paste into Word. All I do is click on that button and the conversion process takes place. And as you can see there, nice little progress indicator. For a book this small, it doesn't take long. For any kind of text-based book, it doesn't take that long at all. This conversion won't do images, so you're going to have to copy and paste those in, unfortunately, or insert them again into Word. But this is the easiest way of getting text in. There you go. It took 21 seconds, and then I click on OK to close the dialog. And then, as we can see, I'm now into my book. If you remember, this was the actual heading 1, but I pasted into a body text style. So then all I need to do come up to main styles, and then I just click on heading 1 like so, and then I can get rid of chapter 1. And this one should be a first paragraph, if you remember. So if I click on first paragraph, the only difference here between first paragraph and the body style is the first line indent. If you're used to tabbing to indent the text, then I'll just tell you now, you're doing it the wrong way. But then as you can see there's my book, there's my table of contents, and if I just click on the update TOC button on the ribbon there, as you can see, my book is there ready to go. If I look at my bold text, there's my bold text back in the document. There's my italicized text, and the conversion was really, really quick. And that's the power of one-click book creation. In the next video, we'll start looking at some image-based books.